All right, so happy to say to you all, welcome. It is a delight to be able to lead this online session. It's the second day of our time together, and I almost feel like you're here with me in my basement studio. Um, you practiced with us yesterday. Thank you so much for being. It's an honor to. You'll notice that I changed my mat because today, and I love anytime there's an option theme. I'm all over. If the theme begs for I'm getting my green mat out. The practice today is really to relax and have some goofy. I'm just going to hold as it does. So just know that something that I offer may feel really good in your body, maybe not today. And you just have to take your feeling and what the practice and the comfort of your own home, taking some risk before, maybe because you're not worried about falling on, maybe because you're willing to take risks when you are. Thank you for joining us. Mute your audio. Again, just coming on. I'm going to stay seated so I can talk. But come onto your back and find any shape in your body while you're on your back that feels comfortable for you. So maybe you're in a full shavasana with your body fully extended. Maybe the soles of your feet come together and the knees lay open to find some that way. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Just welcome a nice comfortable shape into the body. Those of you just joining us, thank you. I see you. If you could just kindly press mute on your microphone, I'd appreciate that. And we're all beginning on our backs. As you come down to the earth, I want you to notice where you feel connected. Where do you feel supported by the ground, under the legs, in the back body, by the shoulders and the head? Just take time to notice the rooting that you're offering your body here. I imagine, like most, you're spending a lot of your time with sort of this awareness of what's going on in the world and maybe not noticing how you feel it in your own body. So when we give ourselves this time to pause, we just allow ourselves to really notice how this is all playing out in our own personal worlds. And to keep it light today, I'm going to read you some Irish blessings. May your thoughts be as glad as the shamrocks. May your heart be as light as a song. May each day bring you bright, happy hours that stay with you all the year long. Allow this, if you are just joining us, please mute your microphone. Thank you. Allow this hour that you're offering yourself on the mat today to be truly filled with light, with love, with brightness. Allow yourself to illuminate those energy centers within by moving the breath up and down the body and by just feeling some of the stress that you may be wearing in your body released with these gentle shapes and movements that we're going to take today. So while you're on the back, start to notice. As you breathe in, maybe you feel expansion and a little bit of lift from the earth. And as you exhale, invite a little softness into the body, feeling yourself melt and sink deeper into the earth. Just let your attention float in and out with that beautiful breath. Find some comfort knowing that the breath is always with you. It is always a tool to keep you connected to what's happening here and now. When we harness control of the breath, and control is a really big deal right now because we feel like there's so many things that are out of our control. And when we know that we can control the breath, we can bring some great rewards into our body, oxygenating all of the cells, feeling fresh and alive, quieting the nervous system so that we can bring a sense of peace rather than this urgency, this emotional reactivity that we're triggered to feel every time we look at the news or have a thought about what's going on. So let the breath, let the wave of the breath ride you into a peaceful space for the next hour. Really feel the expansion of the body as you take a breath in, feeling more fullness. And exhale, let the breath go, feel more softness. Take 2 more breaths like that. Biggest breaths in, like your lungs are gonna explode. And full exhale, let it all go, feeling the whole body contract. 1 more big breath in, full breath out. And then slowly draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And start to rock and roll along the length of your spine. Feel the parts of the back connected to the earth. Just roll around and back and forth. And then very slowly cross the ankles and roll up to a seated position. I'm gonna, as much as I love a shenanigan, I'm gonna ditch these awesome, this headband because it's gonna get in the way of the practice today. So from your easy seat, this is Sukhasana, truly finding ease in the body. So softening into the joints, lifting the spine without rigidity, just bringing a nice, tall, strong posture. Soften through the shoulders. Let the hands rest on the knees for now. And just take note of how it feels to rise into a seat. And then when you're ready, relaxing your arms by your side, slowly lifting them up with the inhale. And as you exhale, turn the palms away. Maybe the chin drops toward the chest, stretching through the cervical spine. Inhale, lift, arms rise, palms perhaps connect. Exhale, soften, relaxing the arms. Let's do that one more time. Starting to connect your movement and breath. Yoga is all about yoking or connecting. This time as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, begin to turn to your right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Keep rooting down through the sit bones, lifting the crown of the head. Soften into the shoulders and the jaw. Inhale. Exhale, find a deeper twist. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Every good Irish themed class has to have a lot of twists in it to detox. The adults in the room know exactly what I'm talking about. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Keep noting the shoulders, relaxing them. One more big breath in. Twist out. Rise back to center. Lift the arms up and then let them interlace behind the back. Any pattern that feels comfortable for you. Stretch through the shoulders as you draw them together, pressing the heart forward. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Start to bow down. I'm heading right to the microphone, so you may hear me get a little louder here. Bow down. Let the head hover or rest the third eye all the way down to the earth if it's comfortable. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, releasing any tightness from the back. One more bit, breath in. And then slowly rise back up. Reach the arms up overhead. Make some big circles into those shoulders. Stress and our tension in our body in different places. So today your job is to just find out where it is and let it go. One more big breath. And then as you exhale, notice how your legs are crossed, which leg is in front, and slowly start to open the legs up wide. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, start to crescent over to the right side, opening up to the left side body. And then inhale, we're just going to cartwheel onto the other side. Just gently making our way from side to side, feeling a stretch into the ribs and the obliques, all the way from the hip out to the shoulders. Nice. Take one more big breath. As you rise back to center, lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward. Maybe the hands reach out for a bind on the big toes, maybe the ankles, maybe the hands come down to support you. As once again, the chin tucks toward the chest, bowing down to stretch through the neck. As you breathe into the stretch into the inner thighs. Slowly rise back up. We're going to come back to Sukhasana with the other leg on top. So just alternating. From here, we're going to take a big breath in. Relax the arms in front of you. We're going to take a seated cow and cat, looking to articulate through the spine. So as you inhale, open the heart, draw the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, round the spine, drawing the navel in. Inhale, extend forward, opening up. And exhale as you flex and round. Two more, riding the wave of your breath. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale, lift up. This time, interlace fingers in a totally different pattern behind your back. I challenge you to find something that feels different so that you shake out of your neural habits and wake up to something that feels new. Take a big breath in, once again, squeezing the shoulder blades together, gaze up. You could also gaze down. This is a really nice stretch for the neck here. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips once again, bowing down in humility, just allowing yourself to fold. And wherever you're noticing the strong sensations in the body, for one, be grateful that you can feel that. And for two, just breathe into it. Compassionate, loving breath. And then slowly start to rise back up. Release all the binds. Open up. Just give it a shake. We're going to roll right over to the table position. Please mute your, if you're not already muted, please mute. We love you. We want to see you. We just need to make sure the audio is crisp for everyone. So if you can kindly mute, that would be great. Once you come to a table position, we're going to press into the right hand and the right knee and start to lift the left arm up to the sky. So what we're looking for here is a really deep thoracic twist. Thoracic spine is your middle spine right by your rib cage. So keep the hips rooted. If you notice the hips start to shift over to the left side, start to draw them back to center where you feel the twist even more. Take another big breath in. And then slowly start to open up the left side body, extend the left leg, and just take note of alignment here. Alignment is really important for safety in our practice. So aligning the left wrist over the elbow, over the shoulder, over the right shoulder, elbow and wrist. So take a big breath in, and then reach the fingertips overhead. We're looking to create a little rainbow shape here. I'm going to do the best I can to interlace some St. Patrick's Day shenanigans here, so bear with it, all the cheese. Just try to create as much length into the can, opening up like a rainbow. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to lift and try to connect the elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, connect elbow and knee. Do that twice more. Just stay patient with yourself with balance, keeping the mind focused by fixing your gaze on a singular spot, your drishti, that helps. One more big breath in, full breath out. While you're here, if you'd like, bend into that left knee, take a bind left hand to the left ankle, press one into the other and find a full opening into the front body. Breath in, full breath out. Release the bind. Bring that left hand back to the earth. Extend that left leg behind you. And then step the left foot between the hands. And we're going to rise into a low lunge. Sorry, I'm adjusting these really cheap pants, but they're cute, aren't they? All right, so come on down. From here, if you need a little extra cushioning underneath your right knee, you probably have all kinds of wonderful comfort items at home. You can use a blanket, a pillow. You can really roll from the center of your mat a little bit to offer support. But once you find your lunge, really take note of stepping that left foot forward just a little bit to get a little bit more space into the hips. We're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, goalpost the arms down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, find a little bit more space. Two more, move with breath. Inhale, exhale. Last one, big breath in. Full breath out right here. See what you can invite by opening up to the heart. Just let that love and gratitude energy flow right here. The world needs it more than ever. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, float back, coming into a half split. Now, if you have a fuller expression of a split, feel free to slide that left foot as far in front of you as you'd like. Otherwise, stay here hinged at the hips. You can even take your right hand onto the edge of the left foot and twist over to the left side. Breathing into all the sensations you're noticing. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. One more. Slowly start to come back to center. We're going to press back into that left foot. Lift the right knee and twist. So twist up, gaze up at the right, at your left hand. Big breath in. And then release the hands. We're going to walk over. I realize you're looking at my booty now. We're walking over to the right side. Find your Skandasana. So from Skandasana, just keep flexing into that left foot, giving some space into your left thigh. Hands can be rooted or you can lift up. For those of you practicing with your kids, I hope that gave them a little chuckle. Take a big breath in. And then from here, walk your hands back to frame your left foot. Step back into a high plank. From high plank, release down to your knees. Come back into a child's pose. We're starting out slow. We're going to start building a little bit more warmth in the body in a moment, but I just want to let you settle into the practice nice and easy so you can notice how the body feels. Notice different parts of the body that need some attention today and some modification in the practice. And notice other parts of the body that are ready for some intensity, some amplification in the practice. So just as you sink into your child's pose, the hips all the way back to the heels, third eye melted to the earth. Maybe you take your forehead and you move it a little bit from side to side on the mat. Just awakening that third eye energy. Your Ajna chakra contains so much wisdom about you. You're the only keeper of that knowledge, so tune in and listen to what it's telling you. And then on the next inhale, feel the body expand. As you exhale, let the breath go. On the inhale, we're going to rise back to table position. From here, we're down into the left palm. Start to reach the right arm up to the sky. I'll change positions on the mat. Little magic, St. Patrick's Day magic here. Right here, notice if the left hips, or if the hips are jutting out to the right, you want to draw them to the left. I like to also here take a hand behind my head. I feel like, to me, pressing one into the other helps intensify this thoracic stretch. So do what serves you best. Take a big breath in. If you have a mind, release it. We're slowly going to start to open up the body coming into our alignment here of our side plank, and then finding that lucky rainbow once again. Reach the right arm overhead. I love you, whoever just joined us. I can't see because I don't have my glasses on, but if you can mute your sound, that would be most appreciated. So reach, reach, reach. Open up through the ribs, through the hips. Stretch. Take another big breath in. And as you exhale, start to connect elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, find that connection. 2 more. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last one. And right here, either stay here or take a bind of the right hand on the left foot, flexing through the foot to protect the joint. Open wide through the front body. Continue to connect with the deep breaths. And from here, we're going to release the bind. Gently bring that right hand back to the earth. Step the right foot between the hands and rise back up into your low lunge. Accommodating any way you need to, bringing something soft underneath the knee, and find your full expression here. Find that space in the hips and adjust the right foot so that the knee is safely stacked over the ankle. And then we're going to reach up once again and exhale, draw the energy down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw down. Last one, big breath in. Full breath out. Find your little back bend here. Maybe not so little. Maybe it's an intense back bend. So be careful, be gentle in the body. And as we exhale, float back into our half split. I see where this is going. I'm going to turn around this time so you don't have to see the back side once again. So here we are in our half split. You can always take a fuller expression of a split. Don't ever feel limited by my words. You're in the safety, comfort, and privacy of your home, so just explore the body. Take one more big breath in. And then start to shift forward. Lift the left knee, root down through the right hand. Root down through the left hand as the right arm rises for your twist. Sinking through the hips, engaging through that back leg. Take another breath. And then reach the hands down. Walk over to the left foot for your skandasana. See how smart I got there with the camera angles? So bring either the hands to the heart or the hands can come down to root if you feel more balanced that way. You just sink the tailbone straight down to the earth. Invite a stretch into that thigh. Take another big breath in. And then start to walk your way, staying nice and low, over to frame the foot. This time, as you step back into your high plank, take a moment to settle there. You can always drop the knees. From your high plank, keep the booty nice and low. I see some booties up in the air. Bring the booties nice and low so they're in line with your shoulders. Allow yourself to press into the earth. You're fighting gravity here, so it's a lot of work, but the whole body can absorb that effort. And then notice the breath. The long flowing breath is your key to all of these challenges. Take a big breath in. And then release the knees, shift forward. Bend the elbows, drawing them in toward the body. You have a tendency to do a push-up. We want to bring the elbows in. So as you're lowering down, you want the eye of your elbow to face the front of the mat. That naturally brings the elbow points back towards your heels. So we lower down, inhale, peel the heart up for your baby cobra. From here, we're going to make our way back to tabletop. Curl the toes under. Press your chest back toward your thighs, as if you're on a starting gate and you're about to take off. And then slowly, as you tip the tailbone to the sky, straighten the legs, finding your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. One more inhale. Shake the head here. Notice if you're hunching up the shoulders, squishing the neck. Find some space in the body. One more big inhale. Let the breath go. We're going to move a little faster here, taking parts of that flow. On the inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw forward. Step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, right arm rises for a twist. And as you exhale, walk the hands over Skandasana, over to the left side. As you inhale, stay low, come back to frame the right foot. This time the left foot joins, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up, grow tall with the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step just the left foot back, come back into your low lunge again. Frame the foot back to high plank. From high plank, either the knees up or down, we're lowering thoughtfully down to chaturanga. It's your low push-up. Once you land, press back into the earth, melt the shoulders, peel the heart up, baby cobra or full cobra. Back to downward facing dog.
I'll still do it, Mom.
Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, slowly draw the knee forward. Step the foot between the hands. Keep the left palm, right palm rooted. Left arm rises. Find your twist. And then release the hands. Whoa, here we go again. Walk over to the right foot, Skandasana. From Skandasana, we walk back over, and we step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Plant the hands, right foot steps back to your low lunge. Left foot joins high plank. So don't feel rushed through this. Before you start to lower, notice the orientation of the elbows. So just, if you want to look for a moment, rather than having the eyes of the elbows face one another, gently rotate them from the upper arms so that when you lower down, the elbows are naturally pointing to the back of the mat. It just keeps it into the triceps and the core for those chaturangas. So as you lower down chaturanga, notice how you'd like to take your back bend. Maybe starting to invite a lift into the thighs and the knees, into your upward facing dog. Taking note of the shoulders here. Make sure shoulders are melting away from the ears. Lifting back up into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Always noting the breath. If the breath gets shallow, drop down to child's pose and reestablish that beautiful breath. On the inhale, right leg rises. Step the right foot between the hands. The left foot joins, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Goal post the arms right here. Find a little back bend. As you inhale, rise back up. And as you exhale, we're going to find chair pose. So as you sink into your chair pose, and don't mind me if I start taking off more clothes here. Woo! I got to ditch the tie. When you come into your chair pose, you really want to invite a nice long spine, neutral pelvis, and the hips are going to draw down and back toward the heels. So as you're coming into your chair, a lot of us have a tendency to kind of like get on our skis, sink back. So when you look down at your toes, you can see them. So from chair pose, we're going to rise back up. Exhale, goal post, open up the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chair pose. And for chair pose, and we're going to keep flowing like that. For chair pose, your toe mounds can be touching or they can be hip distance apart. Either way, you're contracting the muscles to the thighs and you are drawing the energy to the midline. One more big breath. Settle right here in your chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Start to reach forward. I promised you twists. So we're going to twist to the right. I'll show you head on what that looks like. So we're going to twist to the right, hooking the left elbow on the edge of the right knee, gazing up over that right shoulder. Maybe the arms open up. Maybe you stay here. For those of you who like playing around with side crow, Now's your chance to shine. You're welcome to root down and start pressing into the little chaturanga shelf that you made. But there's no need to go there. You're fine just staying in a twist. Take one more big breath. And then slowly unwind. Rise up. Bring hands to the heart for a moment. Some view chair pose is a very challenging pose. So you just have to notice in those moments of challenge on and off the mat, how are you using your breath to help navigate those situations? So just take note of your breath. If your breath, like mine right now, because I'm talking and practicing, your breath is a little shallow, your heart's beating a little rapidly, it's the body signaling some stress response. When we take time to pause and tune in and notice those responses, we can take control to quiet those responses. Find your deep breath. Imagine the breath rising from the earth up through the body, shining through the crown of the head, and soften that breath all the way from the crown back down to the heels into the earth. Take 2 more slow breaths just like that. On the next inhale, we take that flow again. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, goalpost the arms, open up to the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, pressing into the heels as you rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath, and you guys are awesome. Exhale. As you rise back up, start to sink back into your chair. Draw the hands together, reach forward, twist to the left. And right here, we also want to take note of how we can engage through the hip stabilizers so that that right knee is not jutting forward. We want to draw that right hip back, keeping the knees level. Same options. You can open the arms. You can just survive by breathing deeply. You can take your side crow or any other variations that you have here. Really breathe into the twist. How much space can you create? Take one more big breath. And then slowly start to melt back into a forward fold. Take opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe you shake it a little bit. Sway from side to side. And then release the bind. Inhale, rise all the way up once again. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Then plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. On the next inhale, look to the front of the mat. Either step or hop, feet to hands. Hop. Rise all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Step the left foot back. Find a high crescent lunge. From high crescent lunge, we're going to open up into a warrior two. From warrior two, inhale, straighten the arms. Gaze forward. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, surrender. Keeping the knee over the ankle. One more big breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, we're going to come back to center. Turn the right toes inward. Come back into a nice lucky 4-leaf clover. This is our 4-leafed clover. Typically 5-pointed star. But I want you to think about right now as you connect here, 4 things that you're really lucky for. Health, happiness, breath, family, your dog, fresh air, being able to go outside right now, the food on your table, the electricity in your house, whatever it is, just bring to mind 4 things that make you feel so lucky right now. Notice the changes in the mind when you start to think about that luck, or think of it as gratitude, right? Things that we're so grateful and thankful for. Because we could spend all our time, catastrophizing. You could spend all our time just thinking about the negative things going on right now, but you can also take control of your thoughts and bring to mind things that are wonderful in your life. And you know what's wonderful? You get to relax your shoulders right here. There we go. From here, start to bring the heels in slightly, and we're gonna bend down into the knees and start to move a little bit. You've turned into a very lucky leprechaun. So I want you just to kind of get your lucky leprechaun flow on. Maybe you have a little leprechaun jig, maybe a little leprechaun, something fun you have in your body. Yes, I love it. I love the movement. I love the smiles. You don't have to have a name. That's the thing about yoga. People think sometimes that yoga has to be so serious and everything has to be so disciplined and has to have a fancy Sanskrit name. But yoga is just about getting on, or not even on a mat, just moving and connecting, noticing what you notice about your body. Where can you feel the breath? Where can you feel the movement? Maybe bring your hands to your knees and start to dip down and back up, and down and back up. It's just finding your center, finding a connection to sensations. We'll take 2 more breaths. So hopefully you're continuing. For those of you who have your cameras off, hopefully you're having some fun doing a jig. And then we'll all rise back up. Turn the right toes forward once again, back to warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Then cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. I love this transition. We're going to come into a side plank once again. You're always welcome to drop the left knee down for support. Or from here, take your right peace fingers, wrap them around I'm going to come this way, wrap them around your right big toe, and just take your time. Take all the time you need, making a transition to roll over into a side plank. And once you get there, feel free to release the leg. You can drop the toes behind you. Anything to offer a challenge here. Breathe into the body wherever you are for 2 more big breaths. This is where we show that we rise. Release whatever you have back to a high plank. Release the knees down to the earth. Hips to the heels, child's pose. Lucky stars above you, sunshine on your way, many friends to love you, joy in work and play, laughter to outweigh each care, in your heart a song, and gladness waiting everywhere, all your whole life long. An Irish blessing for you. Connecting in this moment with the love you feel in your heart, the joy, the blessings of the people that surround you or the pets that surround you in this moment. Take a big breath into that. Let the breath go. When you are ready, slowly start to rise back through table, back into your downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look to the front of the mat, bend the knees, make a little hop or step, feet to hands. Rise all the way up, reach up, feel yourself growing so tall. Bring the hands to the heart, step the right foot back. Find your high crescent lunge. Breathe into your lunge. And then slowly start to open up into warrior 2. And if for any reason I'm skipping things on one side that I did on the other, just roll with it. We're just rolling with it today. On the inhale, straighten the leg, connect the hands overhead. Exhale, sink down. Find some more space in the hips. Keep spiraling the hips outward. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. We're going to rise back up to that lucky 40th clover. We're going to turn the toes out, heels in. This time, interlace fingers behind the back. I challenge you to find yet another way to do it. Not the first way you did it, not the second way. Do something super funky. Really challenge yourself. Really funky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up the heart. You can invite the shoulders to melt away from the ears. Feel that solid rooted base through the feet and strong legs. And slowly we start to bow down, hinging at the hips. You're welcome to maintain the bind. You're also welcome to release the bind. Those of you working on your headstand practice are welcome to bring the crown of the head down and provide that strong support for your tripod headstand. You're also welcome to come back to that skandasana. Maybe you were like, ooh, that really felt good. I haven't done that in a while. And so just offer yourself a chance to move or be still in any shapes that your body enjoys right now. We'll take 3 more breaths. Getting upside down like this, inversions where the heart rises above the head, helps to activate and quiet the emotional and stress reactivity in our bodies. So this is a really nice gift you can give yourself. Slowly, slowly, hands at the hips. Start to rise back up. We're going to come back to warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame that left foot. Once again, taking a transition.
Did it, Mom?
On my movement. We're going to take a transition into a side plank. So any way that it suits you. Maybe you drop the knee and modify. Maybe you have some fun. Again, no judgment here. We're just having fun. Your left hand can bind on the foot or on the toes as you gently make your way into your side plank. And you can keep the foot connected, or you can release it. Maybe take a tree leg. Again, you want to invite the alignment, shoulder over, elbow over. So make sure that what you're doing is safe. Woo. Take 2 more breaths. If you don't mind muting your camera, Teresa, that would be great. I love the giggles.
You're not silent anymore?
Mute the sound, please. Take a big breath in. And we're going to come back into a high plank. From high plank, lower all the way down to the earth. Oh. Relax your arms by your side, palms facing downward. Just take a moment to melt the body into the earth. Feel the heart beating into the earth. Feel the body breathing into the earth. This is where we give thanks to all the elements of nature that are offered to us right now. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but as soon as we came down to our bellies, an Enya song came on. How perfect is that? It's like night time. All right, from here, we're going to take some back bends. Be gentle with yourself, know your limits. We're going to take ye old Irish locust pose to begin with. So when you're ready, you can bring the forehead to the earth, soften the shoulders from the ears, and slowly start to peel the head, the shoulders, the chest, the upper ribs. Maybe the legs and arms come up as well. And your locust pose. Engage into those legs. Squeeze them, contract them. Feel them helping to serve, lift you off the earth. 2 more big breaths. 1 more big breath. You guys are awesome. As you lower down to rest, take your other cheek to the mat. Truly release softness so that the body can melt. We'll come back up for another. So this time you're welcome to take the same traditional locust that you just took, or you can take a bound locust, interlacing fingers. Ooh, how about finding yet another way to interlace them, right? Something different. It just gets our attention. It wakes us up. When you are ready, slowly start to lift, rise. Maybe you pull the fists up and away from the sacrum as you squeeze the shoulders together. Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. Last one. And release. Letting nothing but the breath fill your mind right here. Our third back bend, I'm gonna invite you to do whatever feels good to you. I'm gonna cue you through a Sphinx pose, not Irish, but Sphinx pose. We'll do a twist. So from Sphinx, so for Sphinx, you want to bring the elbows right to the tops of the ribs. Your forearms are parallel to one another. Root down to the palms. Press down through the arms as you draw the heart forward. Make sure, again, the shoulders are soft, the neck is lengthened. You can stay here, or you can join me in my absolute favorite twist. So start to bring, we'll begin with the right knee. Start to bend the right knee up toward your right elbow. This is a half frog shape. You can flex into that right foot. So you can stay here. This may feel really good to you. It gives a slackening into the right hip flexors. If you'd like to continue into a twist, take that left arm and weave it underneath the right arm. So you come down onto your left shoulder. That left hand can touch your right knee, and your right arm can open up into a twist. You may hear some snap, crackle, pop right there, but you're welcome. You can't make it to your chiropractor's office anyway, so I just saved you a $70 copay. So take your time as you ease your way. If your right arm is floating, I always suggest keeping the shoulder open, but take the hands to the waist or the ribs and just soften just a little bit so it's not so effortful. But I don't know, if you feel like this feels good to you, then you can be there. Take some time to settle the body into this twist. Make sure you're following the deep breath so that it's not getting shortened in any way with the twist. Take one more big breath here. And to come out of this twist, we want to find some neutral in the spine gently. So bring that right arm over to clap with the left arm. Just come onto your side for a moment. And then slowly, slowly straightening the right leg, unwinding. Maybe make a little pillow for your cheek. And then we'll take that on the other side. So come back into your Sphinx pose and really check your alignment before we start to move through this. So that you check that there's a right angle. Hey kids watching, this is your math lesson. This is your right angle. It's 90 degrees right here from your upper arm to your lower arm. And then when you're ready, start to bend the left knee, bringing it up toward the elbow, coming into your half frog shape. Rooting down through the arms, draw the heart forward. And you can stay right here if this is enough for you. It feels pretty luscious. Or you can come into the twist where you take the right arm, weave it under the left. So come down onto your shoulder. Relax the head. Maybe you need a pillow under the head. Use what you've got. The right hand can press down on the left knee and the left arm can open up. You bring the body into stillness. Try to resist allowing these thoughts from beyond your practice to seep in. Just stay connected. Notice something in the body. Notice the way the breath moves in this twist. Notice how good it feels to be rooted and grounded. Maybe you're thinking about this detox, how it's an invitation to retox a little bit later. Everyone's a little bit Irish today, don't forget. And take another big breath here. And slowly coming back to neutral, bringing that left arm over, tapping with the right. And then releasing the leg back, unwinding the arms. We're going to press into a cat pose here. Should feel really nice to release through the cervical and through the thoracic and lumbar spine. As you lift and press, so arch your back again like a rainbow. Feel yourself lifting, rounding, and then gently press hips back to heels. You can bring your arms by your side, finding a child's pose here. And then slowly, slowly start to rise up. We're going to swing around, coming through a seated position. Come onto your backs once again. Draw your knees in towards your chest and soothe the back with a little massage. Notice where you need it most. If your microphone is still on, kindly mute it. Press the feet down to the earth, underneath the knees, hip distance apart. When you are ready, we're going to press into the feet and do some floating bridge poses. Press down, lift the heart up, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, let the hips and the arms in the back return to the earth. Just move with your breath, slowly, intentionally. Twice more. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last one. Big breath in. And full breath out. Nice. From here, open up the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. If this is not comfortable for you, you can find the feet connected to the earth once again. Rub your hands together. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the navel or just above the navel. The hand on the heart is connecting with your center of love and compassion. Allow yourself to feel flooded with these emotions so you can freely offer them to yourself and to everyone else in your world. Feel that genuine warmth radiating from your heart center. And the hand above the navel is your center of courage and confidence. This is where your true self lies. So as we peel away the layers of anxiety and stress, just to let yourself find who you truly are and allow yourself to let that courage and that light that lives within you brighten each day, giving you hope.
Like mommy say.
Shh. Continue to find moments in your day when you can connect with the things that matter most to you. When you can continue to rest in gratitude for the blessings in your life. Let that be what you choose to fill your mind with each day. You are in control of your thoughts. Take another big breath in. As you let the breath go, start to unwind the body. We settle into our final resting shape of Shavasana. Softening the body completely. Maybe you lift the arms overhead and embody that lucky four-leaf clover shape again. To welcome that energy into this final shape of your practice. Let the breath be easy. It'll breathe itself. Let the body completely melt. May you have all the happiness and luck that your life can hold. And at the end of all your rainbows, may you find a pot of gold. Slowly start to invite some movement and awareness back into the body. Feel that rich breath coming in and out once again. Draw your knees in toward your chest as a gesture of the love that you hold for yourself and for the gratitude you want to offer to yourself for practicing with us today. Among all the other things you could have done today, we are grateful you chose to be with us. Slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seat. Once you arrive, invite the hands together at the heart. Take a big breath in. Let the breath go. Know that the love, the light, and the luck in me honors the love, the light, and the luck in each of you. I am so grateful for you all. Namaste. Thank you, kind souls, for joining us for practice today. Let's do it again tomorrow. If there's anything specific that you want to work on in your practice, I'm welcome to suggestions. We're keeping it casual and fun. And do join me on my Facebook, Eat Yoga Drink Facebook page at noon every day this and next week for a midday mindfulness moment. Today we're going to talk about a few things. We're centering mostly on self-compassion. So I hope that you will join us. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know. If you feel alone, know that you are not alone, but I'm happy to talk with you on a virtual platform where we can see each other, or texting or phone call, whatever it is. Just blessings to you all. Stay healthy, stay well. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. You are awesome.